Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 11th of March. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director at Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. This week we have Max7 MT, Northern Star, Fortescue, Transurban and Min Resources. So if you have a request, send it through. Make sure you've signed up to the free newsletter. Our best tips come out every Tuesday in the Dynamic Investor, so make sure you're getting that report. If you do enjoy these videos though, we'd love you to share them on social media, even leave us a review on Facebook and Google. Our core business is portfolio management, so if you'd like to get my direct help, please call me and we can have a chat about it. And any advice here is general only. So Max7 MT, so this is the daily chart. Previously been trading pretty well. I mean, I like the fact that sort of end of last year we had this this consolidation here that sat on top of the old high, and then we just had a classic sort of breakout here, had a bit of a run, continued higher, but at the moment it's not trading so well. So basically, if we have a look at price action since the end of February, it's come back to this low, and then we can see that a few days ago it broke support. So basically that's a negative. So support's broken. This also looks like now a head and shoulders. So weakness on the chart, and we can see just the way it's been trading. It's heading south and volume picking up. So basically there's strong support still here at just under 120, sort of potentially 120 or just under, depending on what we're looking at here. So what it needs to do is obviously reverse and give us a buy signal, but at the moment I think it's too early to buy, and obviously if it cracks this line here, then we're going to see a lot more weakness. Okay, Northern Star, so like most gold stocks, been heading south. Did look interesting for a brief moment here, but as we could see, there was obvious support just under $12 and that broke. So that was the sell signal, and the stock has continued to fall. So we're getting close to the March lows. So it's trying to find support. Momentum has slowed down, but in my opinion, still too early to buy. So what I want to see is a big reversal day on volume, or just see a series of higher highs and lows and an obvious base start to form. But yeah, at the moment, I think it's still a bit too early. Fortescue, so this is one that my clients have held for a while, but we did actually, for those who are a bit more active, we did sell out in January here. So there was sort of an easing off here and then a nice move up in Fortescue, but then we had this sort of big down day here, sort of breaking support. And if we look at, say, a 20-day moving average, it tends to respect that pretty well. So after a big run up, after breaking that 20-day, I use that as the sell signal. So look, I think it looks weak, and we can see that it's been underperforming. I mean, ever since this peak here in early January, if you compare it to BHP and Rio, it has underperformed. And then obviously yesterday's move is a clear negative, because after bouncing strongly off this level, it tested that a few times and then comprehensively closed under it, closed on its lows, volume picking up. So Fortescue at the moment looks negative in the short term. I wouldn't be buying it just yet, but obviously it's one to keep an eye on. And you'd expect lower levels. Hopefully it can reverse around here and then it becomes a buying opportunity again. Transurban, so this we got this peak in November, 1550. Now it's trading at around 1280. The market since then has been pretty flat, so it's underperformed the broader market. Still trending lower, still looking weak in my opinion. I'm looking at these lower highs. We could see price rejection here and there. So still very much in a downtrend. Looks weak. So basically I want to see an end to these lower highs and lower lows. It needs to find support and start to put in a better performance than this. So too early to be buying. Min Resources, so pretty much in the last 12 months, very solid performance out of this one. I think it'll continue to head higher during the year. I'm sure some people have looked at this rejection here. So we've had a pullback, a rally back to the January high, and it's clearly rejected. Maybe we can say that's a double top, but it hasn't followed through a lot on the downside. It's just congesting. So I think that's actually a good sign. It's holding in there. So basically, as long as it congests, so if we look at sort of this range here between about 34 to about 41, as long as it congests more up here, I don't want to see it come back towards 34. I think that would, I don't want to see further weakness, but this consolidation here should precede a breakout. So you'd basically just be looking at this to end, and then if it pops up here, then that would be the buy signal. Okay, well that's all for this week. Any requests, send them through. Try to look at it next Thursday for you.